Hello all, welcome to Billionaire. This is RP here, recording video on 3rd of July 2022. We will discuss about BankNifty. In last week's video, we discussed this chart. So on June 25th, we mentioned Nifty would make top somewhere near 0.38 to Fibonacci and then would drop on the downside. We expect with the Elliott Wave Theory, we tried to find out the swings. So we were expecting Nifty to finish the up move in 3 swings, 1, 2, 3, and then drop breaking this low. But that didn't happen. And now we are looking at 5 swings now. So the swings are increasing and the consolidation is also increasing. So it is going like this. Okay. So from the previous week's chart, this is the change that is happening. So this was the video that we discussed. You can watch that video, link must be popping on above. So here we discuss the targets. So somewhere around 410, we discussed that Nifty would make top near 0.3 to Fibonacci because there is a negative divergence on MACD, and from there it would drop on the downside. And the targets also we derived based on Fibonacci extension tool. So these are the targets that we derived, right? So here we mentioned the targets as 33,900 to 34,180. Somewhere between this, it will make top and then drop. That's what we discussed. So what top Bank Nifty has made last week, it's this one. Okay, 34,147. Okay, so our max upside level was 34,180, right? So this information was pretty useful for you if you have paid attention. The price again retraced back into the channel, then again took support on the lower end of the channel and bounced back on the last Friday. So yeah, so these are the things that we are going to discuss. Okay, so let's take let's take a look at overall picture of Bank Nifty. So this is the chart of 2nd May. On that video, we discussed the potential downside swing of the Bank Nifty. Here we mentioned that we are going down in a 5 swings, W1, 2, 3, 4, and a final 5th swing is pending, which is taking us towards 30,000 or just below 32,155. This low will be broken and then we could bounce on the upside. So these things we discussed. So after that, the chart has progressed like this. Okay. So Z wave is still in progress. Internally, it has W, X, and Y wave. So currently we are in Y wave. So Y wave again, if you divide it internally, it has wave A completed and B is in progress. And currently we are in a B wave right now, right? So this is the wave currently we are in. Okay. And yeah, this is the B wave. After that, a C wave is going to come. So considering these kind of consolidations, you should not assume that it will bounce very large upside. It won't happen that, because this is the major trend that is downside, and it has 5 swings, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. After that, mostly it will consolidate and drop. So this is how the Elliott Wave Theory tells us how many swings are there and how can we find out the potential targets. So yeah, as I said, this is the updated chart. Okay, so this is the chart for today, 3rd of July. Here we plotted Elliott Wave past the last top on Monday that it had made of 34,147. After that, it has came down in the form of W, X, Y, XX, and Z wave, right? So here this X wave is expanded flat correction, and this Z wave is a zigzag correction. So any waves which are in 3 swings are not an impulse structure, and that's a corrective structure. So we should not assume that it will break this channel, it will break this low and start going on the downside, breaking this low as well, right? That's not happening immediately. So for next week, what we are saying is Z wave will be in progress, which will make one more top like this. It will go right 3 swings, 1, 2, 3, and it will go max towards 0.618 Fibonacci. So how we got the 0.618 Fibonacci? You connect this and this with Fibonacci tool. Okay, and then you get 0.600 retracement. So this is a retracement. So market doesn't go in one direction. So once it goes down, it will pull back, then again go down, right? So this is the way the market acts. In the uptrend also, it will go up, it will pull back, and then it will go up, again pull back, go up, like that the retracement happens. So of that we need to take advantage. We need to understand that markets usually retrace to 0.38 to Fibonacci and 0.61 Fibonacci if it's a longer consolidation. So same thing is happening. The consolidation is longer. We initially thought it is a 3 swing, but it is coming out to be a 5 swings. So this is a 5 swing pullback. So we are going as a Z wave on the upside as A, B, and C. So in the next session, if you see a gap up opening and there will be a consolidation for some time, then it will be, this will be A wave, this will be B wave, and C wave will go upwards towards 34,640, right? So this is the level that we need to take into account. So let's take a closer look now here on MACD. You can see here it has formed a channel and it is about to break out that channel, right? So it will break out the channel, but I'm not expecting it to break this top, thereby giving a negative divergence. Okay, so this top it may not break and it will fall on the downside. So since we are in a correction, the momentum will lose and we will drop on the downside. So yeah, let's take a closer look now and try to see how much wave Y came up compared to W. Okay, and then we can similarly find out the target for Z wave based on Fibonacci extension tool. So two tools that I use is Fibonacci extension and Fibonacci retracement. So on my screen you see here, this is a Fibonacci retracement tool, which is I have plotted from this point. Okay, Fibonacci retracement tool, this tool I have plotted from this point to this point. Okay, so there you get 0.32 and 0.61 Fibonacci levels. So we are saying that B wave is pulling back towards this level. So now another way to get the targets is with the Fibonacci extension tool. So this is the Fibonacci extension tool. You can find both of the tools here on the trading view. And yeah, you can see here, this is the length of W wave, right? And when you plot Fibonacci extension from this point, and this point, you have to select these 3 points that will capture the wave W and X. Okay, and then you get Y wave has went between 1 and 1.382 Fibonacci. Okay, it has pulled back up, or it is more than 100% of wave W, right? So that's what we can say. 1 is nothing but 100%. You can say length of W, it is little bit more than length of W, Y wave. So similarly, we can expect the least target for Z wave as 1. Okay, so this is the least target possible. Anything about W is anything about Y is sufficient as wave Z. We should be careful once it crosses 34,147. We should be start booking the longs if you have any, and yeah, we should be looking for a downside opportunity in terms of trading, I'm saying. But yeah, in investments, I think yeah, it's your own decision. You have to consult your financial advisor. So even for trading, you don't have to take a lot of risk. You have to be careful, and considering the swings, you have to look for a big red candle, big red signal to look for the downside opportunity. So this is how we are expecting Bank Nifty to make a top near 34,580 or 34,635, right? Between these two levels, Y wave can make a top. Anything up after this, we have to be careful. 34,140, we have to be careful. After that, almost 400 to 500 points up move max will be given in a Z wave. So we have to be careful, start trailing from here itself. Okay, so yeah, after this, probably in a next week, by the end of the week, we should start the correction, or maybe even 2-3 days it will take in a Z wave. After that, the correction would start on the downside. So that's all on the Bank Nifty. If you have any specific doubts on the wave counts and all, you can let me know in the comments. Do subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and make sure to share it with your friends. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.